Hey, good evening, guys. I'm going to try to put together a few videos. In this case, we'll put together three separate videos, talking about non-integral sauces. And I think in your vocabulary, there's definitely a couple of words in there. One is integral, one is non-integral. Tonight, we're going to discuss the non-integral portion of the sauce making. We are going to put together three different dishes utilizing three different pan sauce preparations. And my intention is to actually get the ingredients to you so that you can actually produce all three of these sauces at home. And we'll discuss that later, and also discuss that through an email and or through Canvas. So right now it's Sunday night. I'm going to put these on my Canvas shell by probably tomorrow morning at some point, and we'll see what happens tomorrow as we move along. Anyway, first one we're going to do is a chicken piccata, then we're going to do a pork scallopini, and then we're going to do a steak Diane. Now, all three of these sauces and dishes are actually pretty traditional, relatively old school type sauces and old school type preparations, but nonetheless very, very flavorful. And what I want you to kind of what I want to get across to you is the ability to actually make this dish and this sauce all in one pan. So let's start by looking at the ingredients, and we'll move forward from there. The first dish we'll make is the chicken piccata, and maybe some of you have actually seen me make this, maybe not, but nevertheless, chicken, which is actually pounded thin. It looks like quite a bit of chicken, but it's probably only maybe 4 or 5 ounces worth of chicken. So that's a fairly substantial amount. Capers, garlic. In this case, I've got it sliced. Lemon. We have some diced chive. It could be parsley as well, so it's no big deal. We also have some white wine, in this case Chardonnay, but it could certainly be a Pinot Grigio type deal. And we also have some extra virgin olive oil as part of the sauce, and also the cooking medium for this dish. We are going to finish with, and we'll talk about that in a second, we'll finish with some whole butter, and that'll be addressing another terminology, another term that's in your vocabulary. So the pan is on relatively high heat, so each one of these dishes is going to be utilizing kind of like a saute type or a quick cooking method. So that's on, like I said, relatively high heat. We're going to get the olive oil in there. We're not using a ton of different ingredients, so actually each ingredient that you're using should actually be fairly high quality. The oil is somewhat shimmering, which is good. We're going to season this chicken with some salt and pepper on both sides, actually. Let me put this down right here. Salt one on first, pepper. Don't be nervous about the pan. It's not going to be a problem. So we'll take our tongs. You can see that oil shimmering pretty well. This is a fairly quick preparation. So we'll go with the seasoned side down first. Put this away. Okay. So, we're going to season the other side. A little bit of salt and pepper. We will adjust the heat as needed. We don't want to burn this. We do want to make sure that this gets cooked all the way through. Initially, we put that seasoned side down first. Okay? And we also want to make sure we put our protein away from us when we put it into the pan, not towards us when we look at fire with hot oil. Okay, so that's very, very quick. Right? I know that the sizzling is kind of the sizzling is maybe taking over part of this video, but nevertheless, that should be pretty good. So we're also going to kind of finish this sauce, or finish this chicken dish in the sauce itself. So that's good to go. A little bit of color, which is great. Check it off the side. Now again, I don't want you to be nervous about this. I want to make sure we kind of keep the heat going at the same time. We're going to turn this down just a tad, maybe more on a medium side. Going to add some of the garlic that's sliced. You can rarely have Italian food without having garlic in it. Careful. That's looking good. Now as you touch the chicken, we know that it's not done, but it's definitely firming up. And that's fine, that's what we're looking for. We take a little bit of the white wine, now we might get a little flame again. That's looking good. We're going to take some of this chicken stock here. Maybe add, let's say about 3 ounces of the liquid in there, of the chicken stock. Take some of our capers. They can go in. Now we'll take some juice of some fresh lemon. Make sure we don't get any of those seeds in there. Oh, it's pretty good so far. Now that is almost done. I'm going to take my finger and put on there. This definitely firmed up quite a bit. Now this is chicken breast, so it's going to cook relatively quickly. And we can do a couple things at this point. We can continue to make the sauce in the pan, or we can take the chicken, which I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take the chicken out. I'm going to put it on my plate. And then we'll do one last thing here. Maybe add just a smidge more chicken stock. And then we'll add a little bit of whole butter to the pan. And swirl that around on kind of like a medium heat. Throw a little bit of chopped parsley or chive in there. This is called Monte au beurre. Again, another one of your vocabulary words, Monte au beurre, or mounding with butter. A little extra chicken stock to make sure we have enough of the chicken we have. And that's good to go. So, that'll get poured right over the top of that chicken. So that's our first sauce, first preparation. Something I'm definitely going to want you to do. And when we put these sauces or these dishes together, well, I would say you, I'd like you to have either yourself videotape it or definitely take some snapshots. We'll figure out a way, we'll discuss this later, but you're not going to get rated on taste clearly, you're not going to get rated on degree of doneness really, but more about participating in this exercise. I think this is a great exercise to get you to understand heat and cooking technique and cooking terminology, so that when you do actually end up working in a restaurant, you're very, very comfortable in working in this situation. This is a very, very typical, classical Italian hotline dish. Okay, so that actually looks pretty good. There's enough sauce there. Clearly this would be served with probably some pasta or some roasted potatoes, maybe some sauteed spinach, and then that dish would be complete. But for right now, I'm not concerned about that. I'm only concerned about cooking of the chicken and having a little bit of sauce to marry that chicken together. Okay, so next dish on the agenda is going to be a pork saute scallopini, and we'll post that in just a second. Thanks.